You probably think you've seen the creepiest SpongeBob episode. Maybe it's Rock Bottom, with the weird language and flickering lights. Or maybe you've heard of Red Mist, the infamous Squidward creepypasta that haunted YouTube for years. But none of them hit quite like this one. It's called Planet of the Jellyfish, Season 8, Episode 15, if you want to track it down. It all starts with something that should have been harmless. We open in jellyfish fields. SpongeBob's doing his usual thing, chasing jellyfish like it's the Olympics. Patrick stumbling around, failing to catch a single one because, well, it's Patrick. Same song and dance we've seen 100 times. Except the camera keeps drifting to this dark cave in the background, just sitting there, pulsing. Then you hear it, this alien hiss coming from nowhere. A massive green thing with dead black eyes crawls out of that cave and grabs a jellyfish, and it doesn't eat it, it changes it. 1 second, regular jellyfish. Next second, same jellyfish, but the eyes are black now. Moves wrong. Makes no sound. That's when you know this isn't going where you think it's going. Patrick gets taken first. He's under his rock, probably thinking about rocks or whatever Patrick thinks about, when this jelly just wraps around him like a blanket. For half a second, Patrick looks confused, maybe scared. Then, nothing. His face goes blank. A perfect Patrick walks away. Same voice, same everything, but his eyes are empty now, and he starts being helpful. Hey, SpongeBob, let's give jellyfish to everyone. Wouldn't that be nice? So they do, door to door, like they're selling cookies. 1 jelly per house, 1 replacement per neighbor. In the exact same order every day. The whole town gets swallowed without a single scream. Mrs. Puff teaching driving in perfect formation. The male fish delivering to the exact same houses in the exact same order every day. Squidward waking up and ignoring his clarinet for the first time in his life. Everyone's there, but nobody's home. SpongeBob almost gets taken too. There's a jelly in his room, right next to his bed, waiting. But SpongeBob can't sleep, starts throwing popcorn around like confetti, and one piece lands right in the thing's mouth. It chokes. Here's what's brilliant about that moment. It's funny until you realize what it means. These things have limits. They're not ghosts. They can be hurt. But SpongeBob just cages it like a weird pet and goes to work. At the Krusty Krab, everyone's ordering the same thing. 1 Krabby Patty. Hold the mayonnaise. Over and over. Same word, same voice, like it's robotic. Until one guy breaks the pattern. Extra mayo, please. Every head in the restaurant turns. Perfect synchronization. And you can hear this hissing sound, like air escaping. Krabs pulls out a jellyfish hat. Free gift, he says, drops it on the guy's head. Now he's ordering without mayo, too. SpongeBob checks the mayo supply. It's full, completely stocked. So Krabs lied about something that obvious, which means Krabs isn't Krabs anymore. But then SpongeBob sees the real horror. Through a peephole behind the mayo, he looks into the freezer. It's not a freezer anymore. It's a hive, cocoons hanging from the ceiling, slime covering the walls, and that green alien thing in the center watching everything. This isn't random chaos. This is organized, planned, and it's almost finished. SpongeBob tries to act normal, but the clones know. They always know. You look tired. Get some rest. Let the jellyfish help you. They're closing in when Sandy yanks him into her dome. She tests him first, tickles him to make sure he's real. He laughs. He's still SpongeBob. They figure out the pattern. Every clone hates mayonnaise. Not just dislikes it, reacts like it's poison. So they disguise themselves, fake jellyfish eyes, practice the monotone voice. I hate mayonnaise, SpongeBob announces. I also hate mayonnaise, Sandy says. It works for about 10 seconds. Then the disguises slip, and suddenly they're surrounded by everyone they know, except none of them are who they're supposed to be. SpongeBob grabs a mayo sprayer from the kitchen wall, aims at clone Patrick, fires. Patrick dissolves, just melts away into green goo. What follows is chaos. SpongeBob's wielding that sprayer like a weapon. Sandy's throwing mayo packets like grenades, and every hit frees someone else from the cocoons in the freezer. The final boss is that green alien. SpongeBob aims the sprayer, but the mayo's frozen solid, won't come out. Sandy cranks the heat. The mayo melts. One direct hit, and the alien dissolves. Town saved. Invasion over. Except that's not how it ends. The real ending? Mr. Krabs finds a jar of leftover alien goo and says, "New menu item, relish jelly." And Patrick, who was literally the first person cloned, walks up and orders one. Except he doesn't say relish patty, he says relish bat, like his mouth isn't working right. SpongeBob and Squidward just stare. That's where it ends. So here's my question. Does that feel like winning to you? Because nobody's asking questions. Nobody's worried about eating alien remains. They just put it on the menu for $4 extra, and everyone forgets what happened. Or maybe they're supposed to forget. Think about it. If you're trying to take over a planet, you don't want a war. Wars are messy. Too much resistance. You make them want you. Make them pay for you. The whole invasion, the clones, the terror, the dramatic freezer battle, maybe that was just distraction. The real goal? Get the alien substance into the food supply. And who better to help than Mr. Krabs, who'd sell his own shell for the right price. The goo didn't disappear when the alien melted, it just changed strategy. From invader to condiment, from enemy to menu item. And the second it hit that grill, the real takeover began. Because now it's not attacking from outside, it's inside them. Meanwhile, jellyfish culture explodes. Conventions, fashion, music. What used to be SpongeBob's weird hobby becomes a town obsession. The invasion never ended, it just got smarter. Here's the really twisted part. Why does mayo hurt the clones anyway? In real life, vinegar treats jellyfish stings. It's the only safe way to neutralize the venom. And mayo? That's just eggs and vinegar. So if these aliens are jellyfish-based, mayo isn't just annoying, it's lethal. Which means the first thing a successful invasion needs to do is eliminate mayo from the diet. Make people reject their own defense mechanism. And the easiest way? Change their biology. Make them crave what helps the invasion instead of what stops it. Make them pay extra for it. The first attack was a test. Could they get a population to accept the goo, integrate it, normalize it? They could. They put it on the menu, fed it to their kids, stopped eating the one thing that could save them. And nobody remembers there was ever a problem. So what happens next time? When the aliens adapt, when they build immunity to vinegar? There won't be a mayo sprayer to save the day. Bikini Bottom won't fight back, because by then, they won't remember they're supposed to. What if the clones never left? What if they just went underground? One menu item at a time, one altered neighbor at a time, until nobody remembers what normal looked like. And if a whole town can be rewritten this easily, what else isn't real anymore? Maybe there's one character who's been trying to resist, getting more bitter, more disconnected as everyone around him gets replaced. Someone who plays the same clarinet every day. Not because he's bad at music, but because it's the only thing left that proves he's still himself. But that's another story. And if this jellyfish thing just broke your brain, wait until you see what we found about Squidward's family tree, because we traced every relative, every connection. And what we discovered doesn't just explain why he's miserable, it explains why he might be the only real character left. Subscribe if you want to see how deep this goes, because this is just the beginning.